recent article on psychologytoday.com explores the idea of how other people perceive you. Now, the article states, despite our best intentions, these blind spots may be holding us back or preventing us from reaching our full potential. Ladies, how do you think other people view you? And what are you conscious about when it comes to how people encounter you?
I almost feel like you have to ask the other person. But I would think that when people leave me, they would feel like I really listened and pay attention. I like to give people their time.
Yeah.
And also make them feel like they're seen and heard. That's a really big thing for me. So I would hope that when people walk away from me, they'd go, wow, she really is nice, and she really sort of focuses on that one person that I'm talking to.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, what do you think they would say about you?
I think, if I'm honest, I think people may see me as this strong Black woman that can be angry. And I think that that's just a stereotype that they put on Black women.
Yeah.
And so you're constantly trying to fight that by,
Right.
That's
so you're not allowed,
exhausting.
right? And it's that perception. And it's like, the thing about perception becomes reality if you don't challenge it. So we're constantly trying to say, hey, like all other women, Black women are regular women. We're happy, we're sad, everything, but I think it's for some reason it's been put on us to, to either be in it and we gotta save the world or not. And
Right.
I feel
Can we just be?
Yeah, just let us just
let us
be.
be.
That's all we asking. And so I
Yes.
always feel that perception, especially like if I'm doing a project or something. It's like everybody, you've got to lead it. And I'm like, sometimes I want other people to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Just, I'm good. I'm gonna do my part.
Right.
But I ain't gotta be the lead.
Of course you are. Right,
I ain't gotta fix everybody's problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeannie, what about you?
I wonder if people, you guys get this, like being on TV and being like, open here. Do people think you always have to be that way in person? Because I get it. I get an excited, rush when I meet fans, which I love. I love meeting you guys too. But then sometimes I'm not in that mode. Sometimes I'm a little chill. And so I think there's a disconnect where they're like, but you're Jeannie, so do something funny or something. And I'm like, I'm really just trying to make this flight. Or like, I really am not there. Or maybe I'm having a bad day or something. So sometimes, and then I don't want to let people down.
Right.
So I'll watch myself adjust, and I want to give all the time. I want to make sure I, find out more about the person or the whatever. But I'm trying to find that happy medium because sometimes I think that your fans also want to see you how you are too, even if it's, not such a, bubbly day.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I like the way we are able to be on this show. Like yes, we're cheerful and gleeful, but we're also, we tell stories about being just regular people and we go through ups and downs so that when your fans see you, yes, they're happy to see you, but it's like, you're not a performer. You're not juggling.
And you're just on one level.
I totally get it. What about you, Munch?
I feel like for a really long time in my life, I really felt so misunderstood. Like I felt like a lot of what I was projecting wasn't genuinely who I am.
Yeah.
So that became hard for me when I realized, okay, I'm being this thing, and I love it. Shout out to my sister, Angie Martinez, who one time sat with me. I was crying in her car, and I was like, I don't understand why, whether it was blogs or just people in general viewed me a certain way. And she then sat down and told me, she's like, what are you doing that's playing a part in that? And I know that was a really hard thing for me to sit and really be introspective about. And from that day forward, I was very intentional about how I was perceived to a certain extent. I do my part, but I can't concern myself every single day with what people that don't know me or love me, or if you're choosing to misunderstand it.
Yeah.
You are choosing
to
believe a certain narrative of who I am based on whatever you are believing. And at some point, you gotta let that go. You gotta say, I know who I am, I've done the best I can on my part, and that was the problem at the time. I was playing into an idea, overly sexualized. Oh, I'm this bad, and I'm really not that person. So I needed to change that. So now that I've done my part, I can sit in peace and go, I know that when I walked out of that room, one thing they'll say is, I'm kind. They might say I'm silly,
Good.
I'm talkative, I'm
Good.
funny. And even if those things annoy them, I know that those things are genuinely who I am, and I own that.
Good.
You know what I mean? It's taken some growth, people.
Oh,
and it's still a journey.
Right.
And these are strangers, so you can't,
It's hard.
It's hard to, because you think, well, what about I'm a brand? I'm trying to make sure
Right.
that, I don't mess that up and all this. Honey, I start throwing that out the window.
And crazy thing is,
don't care no more.
celebrities aren't the only ones. Celebrities aren't the ones that feel that way, or people that are on
Yeah.
TV. Now with social media,
Yeah, people are-
everyone feels that way. How do all these people that follow me, or just random people who landed on my page, how do they perceive me?
Yeah.
So I'm so curious. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this in our Instagram if you get a chance.